Man, you come straight out of a coma.
Can we take a time out real quick? Like, we all saw that picture, right?
We did. We all saw it.
What do we think of that picture? Like, that's your first shot of your God of War series.
It should have been first shot.
Yeah, no, right?
Here's my question though. What didn't you like about it? Like, what, when you first saw it, what threw you off? What was just like ill?
It was
like, what immediately when you looked at it?
It was no, Steve, I don't even remember this name. It was Gary Bertier as
that's his name.
Kratos, man.
You Gary Bertier, bro.
Yeah, so like looking at it, like imagine, okay. When I was imagining it, when they casted him, I was like, you know what? He might be able to do that. He's a big guy, but I didn't know they were going to start shooting so quickly, or put him in costume like this so quickly. I was like, man, the beard, again, this is nitpicking fan stuff though, right? Like that, I think that's what we get down to the point of it. It's not like how we imagined it. So when I finally saw it for the first time, I was like, I wasn't shocked. I wasn't like, oh, like, it just looked soft compared to like the Kratos that we know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that, like that's what it was. Like and he's a big guy, but he was a big guy too. But like Kratos is a tank at the end of the day. Like I wouldn't have been opposed of doing like a bodysuit for him just to widen him out somehow. Like I would say the Moana bodysuit, but nothing like that. But something like that would fit well. It just seemed off for some reason.
Here's what I think I talked about on the podcast, and I always say, if a lot of the times what I love is fan artwork, right? I love fan artwork to a point where sometimes I'll type in a property and I'll just type in deviant art after it, right? To me, I just feel like the first look should have been an epic shot. There's so many good shots of Kratos and Atreus where it's like, you know what I'm saying? You can see them, like say, you could have still did this same type of, style of showing them training or anything. They could have been like this. Yeah, like he could have been, like,
watching him.
Just make it look more epic. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Like, this is a still in a moment where, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like, this still that y'all chose, y'all could have got a better epic shot that didn't even tell the storyline, but still let us know, like, oh shit, all right, this looks like it's about to be crazy.
It's the way that you're introduced, right? Like that's how it is. Like it's the old Cosby Show analogy when Vanessa brought home was it Vanessa? Yeah, brought home Dabness and she was gonna marry him. Yeah, and Cliff described it as like, like you took a steak and everything and you served it to me on a garbage can. Like that's how this felt to me, and I'm like, there's so much more you could have done with this. And like I said, he's a big guy, and I'm hoping the series is good because the story's there for him now. Like the first two games, and now you get the spinoff with Face. So there's some mythology there that they could use. I'm hoping for the best though for this, because I do like that they picked a God of War alumni to come back and be Kratos. So God of War is on my channel. I'll tweak it, but God of War is on my channel.
I don't just not from your pick, but just in the question of God of War. It's not for me. My
really?
Because my biggest question was, why aren't we starting at the first God of War where he fights enemies? I was like, why are we starting with the PlayStation 5 version?
So I know why they did it, and it's even with the reason why we got these new games. This was kind of like what the MCU is doing. This is technically a reboot slide, like the way that because before I went back and played all the games, and when you go back and play all the games, even with how they went up in that storyline, it didn't necessarily linear go straight into what the PlayStation 5 is that we had. They had to kind of like create that time span and kind of retcon a couple of things and everything like that, and that's why this is the we wanted. And it's clear that they knew that they was going to get a TV show, a cinematic route. It's clear that they already had this planned out,
which is
and
fine.
The thing too, Will, is those first three games or whatever. I'm sure they're going to be like told within flashbacks or somehow, right? Because we do get the Blaze of Chaos in the game.
Yeah.
So we're going to, if you don't know, I'm sure that's going to be a piece in this show. So
I get that, but my problem is these games aren't as good as the first 3 games.
Oh, Will.
Oh, wait a minute, bro.
Will.
I'll argue that. I will.
Will.
Now,
God of War.
I'll say this one line, and y'all know y'all can't deny this. There ain't a damn fight in them 2 games that outdo him in that Poseidon fight. That Poseidon fight was epic. And now put that in PlayStation 5 graphics. That's what make this dope, is because of the technology it got. But story-wise, God of War 1, 2, and 3 is epic. Yo, fight on Gaia,
you got the
climbing to Mount Olympus.
I'll give you that much. I'll give you that much.
Bro. I'm like, that's the God of War. I'm like, yo, like,
but bro, that Thor fight was ridiculous, bro.
But was it doper than him and Ares or Zeus?
It's two different sort of.
Bro, Zeus stabbed this man and kicked him off of Mount Olympus into Hades. Like, imagine that as a season finale.
I mean, I hear you,
your
bro.
Next season is to fight your way out of hell. It's
again, but I get why, because this one is, and not even to say like more realistic, but it's like this one was more, and I don't even want to call it watered down, but it was like
grounded. Perhaps
it was more grounded, because it was like, yo, your biggest things are gonna be like cyclopses or some deities that you'll go up against. Like, it wasn't like God of War like 2, where this man is fighting skyscraper beings and he just throwing his chains and just sling. I'm like, yo, that's what I want to see live action.
I think
Atreus to hunt. Like, I'm like,
but those are like, again, I get what you're saying, Will. Those fights are epic. Those are guys we know. We know the powers of them. We know the weight of those characters, right? And I get it. Mm-hmm. The boss battles in the first 3 games were ridiculous. I understand it,
right?
But there's some about these last 2, man. I don't know if it is because it feels a little bit more grounded or that the story is so strong, but I think I would have started here. But
here's the thing: you can't. It's not as grounded as we like. We got to go back and think, bro. You fight an oversized dragon, you fight an oversized wolf. Like, bro, there's still those elements from the original that you fight. Like you said, those big scale battles, bro.
You still have them, yeah. But Will just made me think about those battles from the first 3 again, and Kratos.
Oh yeah, I'm not. But see, that's why God of War is God of War, bro. The whole franchise is epic.
It's dope.
Yeah. Not to take nothing away from the new ones. Like, I'm not, again, like, for me, if you told me, okay, both of these franchises are on with the PlayStation 5 graphics, which one you playing? And always remember, it got 1 up over this one. And 3 was insane.
I'm probably playing 3. 3 was ridiculous, man.
Like 3 was ridiculous.
That's why I'm like, yo, bro, if you give them the same graphics they gave this, bro, it is way bad. I'm not gonna say it's shit on it or it's like it's bad, because I was like, that's not what I'm trying to get taken away from it. But it was like, yo, that story, because the thing was, it was like you see 2 different versions of Kratos. Like, there are 2 different versions of Kratos that we know. And even if we talk about it now, which isn't a fair deal to talk about, but it's like, if you compare the 2 Kratoses, it's like you get different things. It's like, yo, like, I remember this one who was a hothead, who killed his wife and his child, while you see the ashes of Sparta fall on him. I'm like, that's the story I want to see told in live action. Like, the mental war games that Ares played with Kratos. It's like, those are the things I wanted to see. With this one, it was like, well, again, I'm not trying to diminish it, but it was like, this all started because some nigga found out who you was, came to your front porch, you whooped his ass. Now everybody after you because you killed him.
Well, see, I think that's the difference, the emotional story beat. Because like I said, when I went back and played all of the games up until the new game, because that's what I was like, I want to play it all in succession, right? Playing those first original games, it was it was like, bro, like for people who don't know, the reason why his skin is what his skin is like, bro, that's the ashes of his family embedded in his skin. Like, it's when you playing it and you know that, you like, bro, this is some diabolical shit that he has to go through. And every game, he always have to lose it. Like every game, at the beginning of every game, he loses all his powers. He got to fight his way back up again. And then when you like so much betrayal. So it is just like, bro, this is like, whoa. But again, with the new games, I like the fact that it's Kratos is like, bro, I'm trying not to be the nigga that I was before. I'm gonna make me go back.
Yeah,
I hid these blades for a reason, man. And when I took that boat back to get them, boy, you better believe when that music hit, business was picking up, baby.
That's what I was like. Nothing against them. Nothing against starting here. Nothing against that new series. But it's like, yo, for someone like myself, just like y'all, that grew up on these three dropping and the epicness that took place of it, it's like when I'm hearing a God of War series, I'm just like, yo, why are we not focused there? Because it's just like, too, like for folks who haven't played this, like, why would you not introduce them to that Kratos? Because now that makes it, when you get to this, even more better. Because it's like, yo, if I've never played the video game, I'm now tied into more of like, hey, I saw what this Kratos was. Now we jump into it where it's later, where he has a son now and he's a little bit older. I'm even more attached to the character.
You know why?
Like, it's us because we played it too.
Yeah, but it's like now that we're seeing it, it's kind of like, okay, you're kind of seeing a more docile Kratos. That's like how you said, it's just like, listen, I'm trying not to start. I'm trying to be okay. And let Luthor crash out on this whole Norse mythology because I could do it. And then it's just like, dang, and then people see it and it's like, yeah, but this is like watch, you know what this is? This is like watching Michael Jordan when he played for the Bobcats. No,
Wizards,
this is 45. No, this is 45. Sorry, no, that's disrespectful. This is 45 Jordan, Chicago Bulls. This is number 45 Jordan.
Just the one season for the 45. I mean,
so no, here's what it is, and this is okay. Twofold. Here's what I feel like Hollywood loves to do. Hollywood likes to give a story, and then they like to be able to have another series like, oh, Kratos the beginning, or you know what I'm saying, like they like to do that, right? Because obviously this God of War, where it's at now, is the biggest, you know what I'm saying, it's the more bigger play, like as far as financially. So of course that's why they're going to lean there. They're like, hey, this has been making us money. This is the most recent. Recency bias is a big thing. Everybody's a fan of these new ones. Let's go with this one. A better comparison, bro. Right now, what we're getting is LeBron on the Lakers. Right? Right. We're getting LeBron on the Lakers.
Yeah.
However, that storyline of from Cleveland to Miami, that's the Kratos that you want. And
I want Miami Heat Kratos.
Yeah,
that's what I want that one.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, so we got this. This the story. We starting off at Lakers, LeBron.
Because here's the thing, though. Still putting up numbers, though. Still
putting up numbers.
And everything, like I said, so it's like it's still a good story.
Big Three? You don't remember Big Three? Wait a minute, y'all don't. That's not where we started. And that's why I'm just like, okay, maybe it's gonna be good, yes. But I'm like, you know what I
mean? Yeah.
We get, like I said, we get a record-breaking Kratos. Like I said, LeBron on the Lakers. That's when he broke all the records. That's when he did he got all the accolades. It's like, oh shit. But then you're like, wait. But his journey. Like, I want to know about it. Yeah.
When he with Ray Allen. And with Shea Battier, you remember what Shea Battier was doing in that series, right? Like,
boy, taking all the charges.
Yeah, I'm like, we're not running that one first. I think, like you said, though, Deuce, it's to like you make perfect sense with. Let's test it with the one we know now. And then too, I think between the two series, two franchises of the God of War, this one would be a lot more easier and financially
to adapt.
Able to adapt. And then when it does get good, like you said, I could see them then coming out with the original trilogy and recasting someone as a younger Kratos and being able to tell something. So I get it. It's just, like when I see this, it just reminds me of like, okay, why are we not starting off with the Kratos we know? But again, it's not. It makes sense because it's not technically just for us. It's for other folks who jumped into this when this one came out. So I get it.